Hello, today is 11/18 of 25, and I am here with a video of what I eat in a day on my keto journey. If you're new here, my name is Christy. I changed my diet to a high protein, moderate fat, low carb diet in April of 2024. It is currently quarter after 11, and I am getting ready to have my first meal of the day. I'm so excited to have some delicious coffee. Not that the chai protein coffee is bad. It is. It's just fine. It's just not delicious. So I actually made my coffee today with 1 cup of Fairlife. This is 2% milk, um, because I was like, oh, I just want a delicious coffee. So I made it with a whole cup. And then I added a serving of whey isolate protein powder and a serving of collagen peptides. And then I have a plate of meat. So I have some leftover chicken thighs. I had gotten these at the Hy-vee like deli area. So these are their roasted chicken thighs. And then I have a little bit of leftover ribeye steak that I just warmed it up in the microwave for just a minute. Really was all it was. I did get a workout in this morning. I rode my stationary bike. So that was really nice. I haven't done that in like a week and a half because I was out of town. And so I was glad to like do that and kind of move those muscles. Like I can feel it. I can feel like that for whatever reason, like biking is just different from like say doing leg presses or goblet squats or all those other things that I do at the gym. Like it definitely uses different muscles, so I'm glad that I got some use of those. It is quarter till 1, and my daughter made some pudding. So this is a Jell-O brand vanilla sugar-free pudding. Terrible ingredients. I'm not even going to read them. They're terrible. Um, Not something that I would be eating like on a regular basis. But I want to make my banana pudding or banana cake. Nope, it's banana pie. I want to make my banana pie that I usually make at the holidays, and I didn't make it last year, but I want to try and make it this year and make it sugar free. So I did try to make my original recipe using sweetener like monk fruit allulose blend and some protein flour instead of the regular flour that goes in it, and it was terrible. So I'm trying to find something else that I can use. So I might use this depending on how it tastes. I'd still like to try and get a recipe that like I make myself so I know the ingredients are a lot better, but like if nothing else, maybe I'll use this. So I'm going to give it a try. Yeah, that's decent. Um, Very vanilla, lots of vanilla flavor to it. So that's nice. I think it could work in the pie for sure. So I will keep this on hand, or I guess keep it in my mind to be able to use in my pie. But again, I'm still going to try and see if I can find a recipe so that I can make my own. It is 6 o'clock, and I am ready for my last meal of the day. So I'm going to have a cottage cheese bowl. So I've got some good culture cottage cheese. I'll have a half cup of that along with a half cup of blackberries. And then I'm going to make myself a wrap. This is like one of my favorite wraps. I used to eat it quite often before I started this journey, and I just kind of haven't had it, and I don't really know why. I am going to use an egg life wrap. This is the roasted garlic and herb. This is my favorite of these wraps. I actually don't like the plain ones. I have got some garlic herb laughing cow cheese here. So I'm just going to take this and spread it onto my wrap. And it is a soft cheese, but I do still kind of let it sit out for a bit and warm up before I spread it on, just to kind of make it a little easier to spread. And I actually like the flavor better when it's slightly warmed. Okay, so then I've got some roasted turkey. It's close to Thanksgiving, so this is kind of like the perfect wrap to have. These are pretty thick slices, so I'm only going to use a couple. And some red bell pepper, a little bit of spinach, and then finally an avocado. Probably use about a quarter of an avocado. And I will try to get this wrapped up as best I can. I think I might have put too much on. It's going to be more of a taco. Okay, I have decided to grab a second wrap. It's just too much for just one. Make it a really big wrap. Ta-da! So I've never had it with the garlic herb wraps, so let's see how it tastes. Yeah, that's what I remember. So delicious. With my pudding today, I also ate half of a banana. I just wanted to have the mix of the pudding with banana, and so I ate half of a banana. So my carbs are a little higher today, but I'm not worried about it at all. I ended up with about 1,400 calories. My protein is 166. My net carbs are 44, and my fat is 54. So I am in a pretty high caloric deficit again today. Uh, but I am not going to worry about it. Tomorrow, I probably will just naturally eat more because I will be hungry. So maybe I'll see you tomorrow.